Jason Allen Thornburg, a name now etched into Fort Worth's darkest history, a man who, by his own chilling confession, claimed the lives of 5 individuals, sacrificing them in a twisted belief system. His story is one of tragedy, horror, and unrelenting evil.
This just in, police arrested the man accused of killing 3 people found burning in a dumpster last week. According to Fort Worth police, Jason Thornburg also admits to killing another woman in another state. Investigators traced him to a motel in Euless, where police say he was staying with one of the victims. And then detectives say the motel captured Thornburg on surveillance video from the day of the fire.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe he had everybody fooled.
Both neighbors and police are shaken.
This was shocking. It's unsettling.
Fort Worth first responders found a dumpster on fire last Tuesday with 3 dismembered bodies inside. Monday night, police arrested Jason Thornburg and say he confessed to the killings.
In this video, we'll explore the details of his crimes, the investigation that led to his arrest, and the trial that could end with him facing the death penalty. Jason Allen Thornburg, 41 years old at the time, was no stranger to law enforcement. Known to some as a deeply troubled man, Thornburg had been living a transient lifestyle in a motel in Euless, Texas. According to reports, Thornburg justified his actions through disturbing religious beliefs, claiming his victims were sacrifices. But what drove him to commit such horrific acts? To understand, we need to examine his first known crime. Thornburg's killing spree began with the disappearance of Tanya Begay, a Navajo woman from Arizona. According to his confession, Thornburg killed Tanya in 2017 and disposed of her body, though she remains missing to this day. Years later, in September 2021, firefighters in Fort Worth responded to a dumpster fire that revealed a horrifying discovery: dismembered and burned bodies of 3 individuals. The victims were identified as Lauren Phillips, Maricruz Mathis, and David Lueres. Thornburg later admitted to having them in his hotel room, where he methodically killed and dismembered them before discarding their remains in the dumpster. Another tragic chapter in Thornburg's story involves Mark Jewell, a 61-year-old man found dead in a house fire in May of 2021, just months before the dumpster murders. Authorities later connected this incident to Thornburg after his chilling confessions. Thornburg admitted to slitting Jewell's throat and then setting the house ablaze to cover his tracks. The fire not only destroyed the home but also initially obscured the true nature of Jewell's death. According to reports, Jewell had trusted Thornburg and considered him a friend. Thornburg, however, claimed that Jewell's murder was another so-called sacrifice. This incident highlighted the deeply disturbing and premeditated nature of Thornburg's actions. The Fort Worth Police Department launched an intensive investigation. Surveillance footage from the motel and the dumpster site led authorities straight to Thornburg. During questioning, he not only confessed to the dumpster murders, but also to the killing of Tanya Begay and Mark Jewell. Thornburg's calm demeanor during his confession shocked even seasoned detectives, as he described the killings as part of his sacrificial rituals. Thornburg was charged with capital murder and now faces the death penalty. The prosecution is building a case highlighting the premeditated nature of these crimes and the danger he poses to society. His trial has drawn widespread attention, not just for the gruesome details, but for the questions it raises about mental health, belief systems, and the pursuit of justice for his victims.
Mr. Thornburg went into intimate details as to how he committed his crime, which, as all y'all know, I can't provide those details because this is an ongoing investigation. Once the details were learned in reference to this most recent offense, we went back to the May offense on Valentine, and we were able to get Mr. Thornburg to admit to that being a homicide as well. He provided information that only someone that was involved in the offense would be able to provide to us. That subject made multiple trips to and from that location to add additional items to the back of his car. The time frame involved in those trips would coincide with the time it would take to leave from Euless, Texas, and get to the offense location in Fort Worth on Bonnie Drive. We observed Jason Thornburg exiting a residence in Arlington where we were surveilling his vehicle. 3 of my detectives approached Mr. Thornburg and asked him to speak with them. He agreed to come with us voluntarily to our office to speak with us. Once back at our office, Mr. Thornburg participated in a consensual interview with my detectives, during which time Mr. Thornburg admitted his involvement in the death of the 3 individuals that were recovered in the dumpster on Bonnie Drive. Detectives were able to locate Mr. Thornburg's Grand Cherokee based on information that we were able to obtain at a residence in Arlington. We sent detectives out to that location to surveil that unit or surveil that Jeep. We also were able to locate where Mr. Thornburg was sleeping at night, which was a motel, the Mid-Cities Inn in Euless, Texas, off of Highway 10. Detectives went to that location and were able to obtain video surveillance evidence that on the night of the fire and dumping of the bodies depicted a resident of the motel exiting a room carrying plastic bins with what we believe to be body parts of our victims.
For the families of Lauren Phillips, Maricruz Mathis, David Lueras, Tanya Begay, and Mark Jewell, the pain is immeasurable. Parents of the victims, as reported by WFAA, have spoken out about the devastating loss and their hopes for justice.
I know that he was scared, and I knew he knew somebody was after him to get him.
Lueras' cousin, Aaron Torres, who hasn't seen him in years, says the 42-year-old recently reconnected with some of their family members to hide.
But whoever did this definitely wanted to make an example out of him. Only God knows the truth, you know. We just got to keep investigating. Got lost with the wrong crowd.
Torres says these gruesome murders point to something personal.
Here she is studying her Bible, and that's here, and that's before she married David. She's very beautiful inside and out. She loved her kids, and she got lost in the drug world, and it consumed her, and that was her downfall.
I just knew in my heart something was wrong.
Mary and Cecil Henshaw have been waiting desperately for their daughter, Maricruz Reyes Mattis, to call.
I still had that little bit of glimpse of hope that, Lord, you'd let that phone ring and I could pick it up and hear her voice.
She'd call and, say, yeah, I'm here, don't worry about it.
This time, their phone went silent for weeks.
I worried every night and prayed about where she put her head.
It's a heartbreaking outcome.
It's not fair. I really believe that he deserves the death penalty. Please don't let him out on the street again. Won't be anything at Christmas and Thanksgiving, and She loved the holidays. She liked to put the Christmas hat on and look silly, and the phone won't ring again.
That's what hurts the most.
Jason Allen Thornburg's case is a haunting reminder of the darkness that can exist in the human soul. While justice may bring closure to some, the scars left on the victims' families and the community will linger. What do you think of the Jason Allen Thornburg case? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join us for more deep dives into true crime. At the end of the day, do whatever you want. Thanks for hanging out with Hio.